What's up everybody, my name is JR, aka the Sinister Camaro. Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be tackling another car care maintenance video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the videos that we have on our playlist. Joined today by my good pal Loki over here. As you can see, he's a husky, so one of the things that huskies do is of course shed. So we take him on all kinds of trips that we do, and I'm going to show you today an easy trick in order to get that pet hair out of your car or truck with only a couple simple tools that you have around your house. Stay tuned. Alright, so thanks so much for joining me on today's video. I do appreciate it. Now, today's video is going to be quick and easy. It's going to be anybody can do it. You'll just need two simple tools. One is going to be your trusty vacuum. Of course, you've got one of those laying around because if you wouldn't, you wouldn't be a car guy, right? I mean, you got to clean your house somehow. So everybody's got a vacuum. Tool number two, something that I never thought of before until recently. I found just a simple little thing that may help the situation, and we're going to find out today if it actually works. That is a rubber brush. It has to be rubber. It'll pull all the hair out of the seams, and then you just rake it to one spot, take your vacuum, suck it up, and it's easy as that. Now on this truck, we actually take it to shows, and it's very hard to get all of the dog hair out of it. One thing that we like to do is just take our trusty vacuum and suck out all the hair that we can. But unfortunately, my terrible cleaning OCD, I can't just let hair slip out. So I want a better method to get every single little hair that I can find, so that we could keep taking our dog everywhere we went. Huh, I wonder what this lawnmower 2.0 is all about. Kind of an old outdated model. I don't know, price seems pretty good. Seems like a good, reliable. Why would I need this? Who are you?
I'm the wife you could have if you use this. Better yet, why don't you try this? Boop! Now I'm pregnant.
What is this?
This is the Lawnmower 3.0 by Manscaped. The Lawnmower 3.0 by Manscaped is designed for going grooming. It has a skin-safe replaceable blade. It's cordless and rechargeable. It's waterproof so you can shave in the shower. It gives you complete control with its easy maneuvering design. It has high power and low vibration, and an LED light to help you really get in there. So what do you think? Are you gonna get one?
Yep, I'm gonna get mine right now using code Sinister right now for 20% off plus free shipping. I just want to say thank you Manscaped for sponsoring this video. Let's get right back to the action. Let's take a look at what the floors actually look like. Now as you can tell, it's not too bad. You have your clumps here and there, but it's still dirty. We got some bags because we get the groceries in this car. Because we get some groceries in this truck. But it's nice and dirty. Now usually what we do to keep the seats from getting all hairy is we put nice little towels on it, but of course after you use the towel once or twice the hair gets stuck to it, so if you put the towels on it it's going to get stuck to your seats. So this is going to help with any kind of cloth seats, cloth carpet that you have in your car or truck, and it's going to get it nice and clean for you. Now, I'm going to show you our old method of how we got all the hair out, or at least most of the hair out that we could get. It's a very time-consuming process that probably took me about an hour to do. So let's get down to it. Let's start with the vacuum just by itself, not doing anything else, to see how well we can. So as you can see, the carpet is not perfect, but it looks a lot better than it did. If we compare it to the other side, you can see a lot more hair everywhere in the middle of the carpet. But over here, you can see a lot of little stragglers, a lot of little hairs. It doesn't pick up that well on the camera, but trust me, if you have OCD cleaning like me, this is going to be a big issue. So little strands like this right here, they're going to get caught in. I mean, you can go a different direction with the vacuum and eventually get it out to suck it up. But again, you're going to be spending so much time, like hours on end, trying to get the hair depending on how bad it is in your vehicle. So let's take out our handy dandy rubber brush and see if we can do any better. All right, now as I've said before, handy dandy rubber brush, all you want to do is take your brush and just nicely sweep it into one direction, into one area. And what it's doing is those rubber bristles are going to be pulling the hair with it, and it's going to pull it to that one special spot. And when you do that, instead of having a lot of little stragglers running around, you have one main area that all of it's going to clump into that you can vacuum, and it's going to save you so much more time in the long run. Now, as you can see right here behind me, there's my clump of hair. I've gotten most of the hair in one spot using that same method, and basically I've been at it for about a couple minutes now. While I've been doing it, I've noticed that the hair gets stuck in the bristles a little bit, so what I've been doing is using my vacuum and just basically running it over this, so that way it doesn't get all clumped up in here and become ineffective. Make sure that you do that every once in a while you're doing this process as well, and it helps out a ton to get everything in one spot. So let's vacuum up this one spot and see exactly how good of a job we did. And as you can see, that whole clump of gray is gone, so we know that we did good. So we're going to continue with the rest of the truck and see how good we can get looking. All right, and here's the after. Here's after all the brushing that we did. Look how clean it is. And you have a couple of stragglers over here, but definitely not anything like it would be with the vacuum. Let me just say, it took about 5 minutes to get to this point. I've never done this before, so I had a bunch of hair that actually gets trapped underneath the carpet as well. So that's probably why it took a little bit longer than usual. But if you do this on a regular basis, of course it's gonna get much, much easier. Now let's compare it to what the other side looks like. Now I haven't done this middle section here. You can see all that hair and dirt and grime. All that hair over there. It just looks like a mess. Let's come back over here. Shiny clean. So it does work. It takes a little bit of muscle to get certain hairs out. Just make sure you go in different directions when you are brushing, just to make sure you get all those hair follicles in the same place, and then vacuum it out. Vacuum out the brush every once in a while. And of course, with a brush like this, it is plastic. This gray part's a bunch of plastic, the red is a bunch of rubber, so it's going to be hard to get into those nooks and crannies with it and underneath your seats. But they do make special brushes, like toothbrushes, that are all rubber that you can get under those places with it. But I love the results of this. Very fantastic, very easy to do, a lot easier than taking my vacuum and doing it all over the place. So I'm going to finish up the rest of the truck, and then I'll bring my wife's car out and we'll see if we can get hers looking spotless. Ladies and gentlemen, just like that, as you can see, the carpet is clean. This is the back look. We finished completely. That hair is gone. Alright, now here's the front. Of course the mat is dirty because I haven't cleaned that, but as far as everything else goes, as you can see in the carpets, looks a whole lot better than it did before when we first started. Now, after using this product for about 30 minutes to get the entire truck done, whereas one section would have cost me about 45 minutes to an hour to complete with just a vacuum, would I recommend this product? Of course I would. I mean, it saves me time and it's a whole lot easier to do. You just sweep and mix directions into one big spot and you suck it right up. Now, a good tip that I found out that it would help a lot more so that this will not get clumped up as easy. Make sure that when you get to a point where it's just leaving stray hairs behind, make sure you take a vacuum and suck up all the hair on this as well. It'll free up a lot more of that rubber to grab more hair and pull it in the direction you want. So make sure to do that, and that's just something that I learned while using this for the first time. Now, this one in particular, I just picked up at a pet store. It's not too expensive at all. It's like 20 bucks, maybe even less. You can also get these in the detail section at your local park store, Walmart, or Amazon, anything like that. So they have plenty of different sizes, makes, models. There's so many different variations of this. With plastic, it's just rubber. I've seen even toothbrushes even look like this, where it's just a whole big rubber toothbrush to get in all those nooks and crannies. So all depending on what you're going to use it for the big areas, this works very well. I'd also like to note that you can also use this on cloth seats as well. So if your dogs or your cats sit in the seats, or if they have crates that their fur gets on the seats, you can use this on that too, and we'll see that in just a second, because I'm gonna bring my wife's car out, who might be in a little bit of a worse situation than the truck, and we're gonna see, does this actually work on one of the toughest jobs that I can put it through? We'll see out in just a minute. So I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up or not, but this is my wife's car. It has not been cleaned in about a year or two now. I know, I keep getting on about it. but I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but I'll give you a close up in just a second. But this thing has cloth seats and of course a carpet, and it's even 10 times worse than you saw in the truck. So this is gonna put it to the real test to see if this rubber brush is actually gonna be a legit fix for any detailing gurus out there. So we're gonna get to it. I'm not gonna bore you with time lapse or anything like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, and you'll see the after effects when I get done. Again, I'm gonna apply the same methods that I told you about before with the brush, going different directions, putting it in one spot, vacuuming it up, vacuum the brush while you're doing it so it gets more hair. And we're gonna see just how good this process works to make sure that it is the right process for you. All right, so here you go. Here's a look at it. There's dog hair caked in the seats. We put no protection over these seats. He just gets in and does whatever he wants to. It's even gotten so bad that it's even on the driver's seat as well. So we've got our work cut out for us, and we've got a long ways to go. And we're gonna see just how well this brush method works on a car like this. All right, and now after all the work that we spent doing this whole entire car, it actually looks pretty good. So let's check it out. Let's see just how good of a job just a rubber brush and a vacuum can do, even in the worst case scenario. All right, so you can see just a little bit of stragglers, but compared to what it was before, what do you think? Is it good? Did it live up to the hype? Or just a simple product? Your car can be looking like this too. So what do you think? Alright guys, so with that being said, let me know in the comments below. Do you think it worked? Do you think it's worth it? I mean, less than 20 bucks for a little bit of product like that and a vacuum. I mean, you can't really beat that. That's probably as easy as it's gonna get. Now, if you have any tips or tricks that you want to throw out for people, leave them in the comments below. Also, let me know what kind of other car maintenance, car truck videos that you want me to make as far as maintaining your car, maintaining your truck, so that we can better keep our vehicles clean for car shows or just for everyday driving that we enjoy. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like on this video if it did help in any way. Share it out with your friends. Share it out with the people that might have a car like my wife's, so that they can finally get the hint that they need to clean out their car too. And if you did enjoy today's video, you want to see more videos like this in the future, along with other automotive videos, vlogs, all that stuff, be sure to subscribe as well. We do appreciate it. We love to have you a part of the Sinister Camaro Army, and thank you guys for watching today's video. Without further ado, don't forget, always remember, stay sinister.
Perfect. Perfect. Perfect.